Okay, everybody, how's it going? What's going on? Tuesday night brick build stream. Excited to hang with you guys. My internet on my side is spinning a little bit, which I'm not really sure why that's going on, but hopefully everything's going out cleanly. So if you can see the stream okay and hear me okay, please give me a comment in the chat so I know if it's all working okay. Um, and thanks so much to everybody that came out the other night. We had an awesome stream on Sunday night. We did our Death Star finale build, which was awesome. You can see the box behind me. I'm kind of trying it out in my studio a little bit out there on a shelf to see what I think about it over the next day or two. And then I'm going to go ahead and try to decide where I'm going to place that Death Star on the shelves in my studio. So that should be pretty cool. But yeah, so tonight I've got a brand new set that just arrived in the studio that we're going to crack open and get going on. Just trying to make sure that the stream is going out okay and that you guys can see and hear me all right. I'm not sure why, but something on my end is spinning a little bit, and I just want to make sure that everything is cool. So I'm going to try and restart my browser here just to make sure that it's not just my laptop, which is quite old, and then hopefully we can get going. So meanwhile, drop me a note in the chat. I'm going to pull up my chat window here, make sure I can see all of you guys' comments again as usual, and we will get rolling here in just a minute. So let's see here. Window. There we go. Don't need that. Close that. Good, good, good. Yeah, I think we're rolling here. I'm showing everything okay on my end. So leave me a note in the chat. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. Like I said, I'm just getting a little bit of a weird, like when I pull it up on YouTube, it doesn't look like it's coming through for some reason, which is very, very strange. So just a little concerned that it's not going out. Don't know what the deal is here. Sorry, gang, just hang tight. I'm going to check this 1 second. Make sure everything is rolling all right. Thanks for your patience. Not sure what the deal is. Everything is set up correctly on my side, the same way it's been in the past. But I'm just seeing kind of some gray dots. Not sure why that would be happening. On YouTube. So, like I said, just hang with me, gang. Thanks for your patience. I'm going to hop over here and see if I can figure out why this may or may not be working all right. There we go. Now it looks like we're cruising. Okay, cool. So yeah, if you're online and you can hear me okay and see me okay, shoot me a note in the chat. Sorry about the bumpy start. I'm not sure what's going on, but I think we're rolling okay now. So as I said, we just got this brand new set into the studio this week, which I actually posted on my haul video for November 2020. I think it was last Friday or something like that. So be sure to go check that out at some point. But yeah, we've got a used copy of set 75156. This is Krennic's Shuttle, which is super exciting. And I've been wanting this set for a really long time for a couple of different reasons. So the first is I've got a little mini mock that I've alluded to in past streams going for Rogue One. And it's actually sitting right over here. It's nothing huge, just something I've been ticking away at. But as simple of a concept as it is, it requires me to have some of the figures that only come in this set, mainly Krennic. So we can go over here before I start building and actually take a look at Krennic's minifig together. Let's pop over to Brickset for a second and see how that looks. So there we go. Yeah, that's working good. So let me type in 75156 Krennic's Imperial Shuttle from 2016, Rogue One, my favorite Star Wars title and movie, and really excited to have this set. So here it is. It comes with 6 minifigures, including Bodhi, Krennic, K2SO, Pow, and these 2 Death Troopers, including 1 Death Trooper commander who's got the pauldron on the side. And if we go take a look at these minifigures here, you'll see Krennic, if we go over to Bricklink, the value is like, you know, around 20 bucks. Same with this one, you know, $15 to $20, but they're not cheap. So you start adding those up, considering I don't have any of them, and you pretty quickly get over to $100. So I found this set for $99. It was a great price, and I'm really, really excited to put it together. So if you're just joining tonight to hang out, please leave me a note in the chat. Say hey, tell me where you're from, what you've been up to, what your kind of Lego interests maybe are. And I'm going to start diving into this. So you guys can see over here on the bottom, I've got the minifigures set aside. And in this used set, bags 1, 2, and 3 came opened and ziplocked, and 4, and then 5, 6, and 7 were sealed. So the bag was like, the set has never even been built. And looking at the parts in bag 1, they seem basically as good as new. I'm not seeing many markings, really like no dust, very little wear and tear, a little bit of dust on 1 or 2 parts, but it's in great shape. So I'm really, really excited about that. So we're going to start, you can see over here, we're going to start with Krennic and put him together, which is actually the thing I'm probably the most excited about with regard to this set. I got to get the right head. I've wanted this minifigure for a really long time. So very, very excited to pick up Krennic and add him to my Star Wars minifigure collection, if nothing else. And I think this ship's going to look awesome on the display, and should be a really nice addition to my collection in general. Once I'm done, I'm going to need to figure out if there's like a good wicked brick display or just something I could mock up to kind of get it off the shelf and make it look airborne. But you can see there the cape is in very good shape, and I'm really there it is, really, really excited about this guy. He's awesome. So let's see, which pants does he need? The black. He's got black, not really printed, and pretty straightforward hair. And when we get this all together, boom, there he is. So there's Krennic, done. First build of the set. So if you're new to the stream, please drop me a note in the chat. I'd love to hear from you. And there's Krennic. Yeah, we've got him ready to go. I'll set him right there for the evening, at least for now. And I'm going to switch over so you guys can get an even bigger view of the stream. And there we go. There's Krennic hanging out. So thanks so much for joining, guys. If you are new to the channel, I'd love it if you'd consider subscribing. We are on the road to 300 subscribers. Just put out a new video of my 2020 Star Wars haul. Last on Friday from November had some Speed Champion stuff in there too. Oh, there's this gray blaster that I forgot, like metallic silver. And some other really fun stuff. And I actually just filmed a video today that'll be coming out on Thursday of some amazing new sets that I've picked up. They're extremely vintage. I think you guys are going to enjoy a lot. I really am enjoying going through them and kind of archiving them. So that's been really, really cool. So, yeah, so we're going to crack into this. Krennic is done, and we are turning the first page and going straight over to these Death Troopers. So this is definitely another really exciting part of the set. No doubt my favorite characters or figures in all of the Star Wars universe is the Death Trooper. Love playing Battlefront 2, and when I do, I love using the Death Trooper. Yeah, I love the sounds they make. They're just so wicked cool. And so I'm excited to add some of these to my collection. And I have both a small mock going, as I mentioned now, that need them, but then also a larger scale mock that's going to use them. So I'm pretty pumped to add these guys to the collection, especially that side pauldron there. Yeah, really pumped. Check that out. Boom. Death Trooper in the house. See if that'll focus a little bit better. There it is. So I'll add him, and now we're going to build one more of those, and then we are off to the races after that. Let's see here. Good, good, good. Hope everybody's had a good day today. Just thought it'd be fun to jump on tonight and keep the streams going. And once again, thanks to everybody who supported me getting through the Death Star in 3 live streams. I did cheat a little bit and build between streams just to make sure it was manageable. This build feels way more manageable to do on a live stream than that last one. I mean, the amount of parts in front of me are just easier to manage, and the whole build doesn't get so huge. I was having a hard time seeing the camera the other day because the Death Star is just so big and heavy. So really, really excited to add that one to the collection. So, all right, now we're going to start with some Technic stuff that is going to serve as the interior of the build. So drop me a comment in the chat if you're on the stream tonight and watching and can hear me okay. Let me know if everything is going all right. I'd love to hear from some of you guys. Super excited to be on and moving with all of this. This set, as I said, is one that's been on my punch list for quite some while, quite some time, mainly because of the minifigs, but also it's just my favorite movie. Rogue One is awesome. I love the movie so much, and so I'm really excited to. Are those the same color? I think they are. I'm really excited to add, one of the bigger Rogue One sets to my display shelf. So we'll see if we get through it tonight. I would imagine if we don't get it done tonight, we will be able to get it done in 2 streams. And I'll probably announce see how tonight goes, when that other stream would be in advance, so you guys can hang out. We'll check it out and get this thing built. So, okay. Doing a lot of Technic work here, but it's going smoothly so far, so that's great. I really would love to get into more Technic building myself. Not so much like following the sets, but doing more Technic sets, but actually like learning how some of the parts function best, and you know, the distribution of weight and how you can use the parts for that. I know a lot of people use a lot of big things that are best served with a interior of Technic stuff, because it really helps hold up the structure. So I would love to. I would go so far as like taking a class if I could to try to figure out, you know, how people do it. So, all right, looks like things are going okay. We've got a note here from Adam. Says, I am here. It's 12 noon Aussie time. Well, all right, man. Wednesday, 12 o'clock. Must be lunchtime. It's 9 p.m. Eastern here in Tennessee in the United States. Thanks, Adam, so much for joining me. I always appreciate your support, pal. Really means a lot. So, tonight I'm building the Krennic Shuttle. Is this one you have in your collection, Adam? I feel like I was late to the game with all of this. The Rogue One sets came out right as I was getting into Lego. And if I had it to do over again, I probably would have bought the Wave. But the first, not first order, but there's the Troop Transport set that I really want to pick up. So that we do have the one with the bunker when they first land on Scarif. We have a copy of that set that I tore apart a long time ago. That is really, really cool. Why is this not going in correctly? Make sure I did this right. Yeah. Okay. That goes there, and then yep, that should line up. Okay. All right. Adam says doesn't have the. Well, let me back up here. He says, "Yeah, do you speak Aussie for the Krennic accent?" So, is that an official Australian accent that Krennic has in the movie? Definitely something going on there. It's not a Tennessee accent, I'll tell you that. Adam's glad that Australia's getting repped in Star Wars lore. That's awesome, man. Says he not yet doesn't have Krennic Shuttle. It was too late. So yeah, that's really glad to pick this one up and get it locked in. So you can see where we're at there. Got a nice little Technic structure going. And so gonna keep cruising here. The actor for Krennic is well known in Australia. Okay, that's no surprise. I'm not very up to speed on actors and actresses in general, so I always get into them through these mainstream things and then find out, like, you know, they're quite famous in other areas, which is probably a part of the reason why they got pulled into Star Wars to begin with. For example, I had never heard of Emilia Clarke in Solo, and then because I don't watch Game of Thrones, and then found out that she's quite popular. All right, looks like we're going to build the other side of this thing now. So Adam says that the actor who plays Krennic is asked George Lucas to make the Aussie accent more Aussie, and George approved. That's pretty cool. What's the name of the actor? I don't know off the top of my head, but it would be good to know for the future. since we are dueling with Krennic tonight as we build this set. All right, get this done. Thanks to everybody who's hopping into the live stream tonight. Really appreciate it. We are on the road to 300 subscribers, so we'd love your support on the channel. If you want to consider subscribing, lots of really exciting content coming soon. As I said last week, I'm trying to keep these live streams going, and then also making some videos for you guys about some things that I've picked up, about some new things in the Lego universe, as well as going back and getting some old stuff, which is always fun to explore. And really, really appreciate you guys' support. So all right, we get this Technic structure going, and we are going to be cooking here. What's the deal with this here? Put that in the wrong spot. Also curious, for those of you who are subscribed to the channel, if you got the alert today when I put up the live stream, I'd love to know that those are working correctly, and that, you know, you're able to find out when I schedule. I always try to schedule the live streams at least a few hours in advance so that people have notice. And honestly, I try to put them as far in advance as possible so that, you know, if you want to hang, you can kind of schedule your time to, you know, jump in. But wondered if you're getting the YouTube notification that things are online or not. I think today I put this up mid-afternoon, a couple hours ago at least, and we'd be curious to know if you are getting those YouTube notifications or not. So if you are, let me know in the chat. Let's see here. All right, so now we're going to hook this up, AB right there. And I'm guessing this is going to be the infrastructure of the ship. You can see we've got some pins attached on the outside here. And should be good. Adam says, I'm going for a quick run to the shops. We'll see how the Lego sales are going. Says, I don't buy much now. I just like to see what's left over on Boxing Day sales. And if it's not sold by Boxing Day, I buy all the discount Lego. Man, I can relate to that. It's always nice to see an opportunity to save a little bit of money on a set, and definitely understand that we get sales here a couple of times a year in the United States, especially around the turn of the year, and we and then usually, you know, once or twice throughout the middle of the year as well. Like back in October, we just had some stuff, some clearance stuff hitting in some of our stores, and there was one day that I went into a store and like everything was 30 to 50% off, like 50% off actually. They were clearly trying to get stuff out, and it was awesome to, you know, pick that stuff up. So I love it when I'm able to save a little bit of money. And even if you just part out the sets, then that allows you to build up, you know, various mocks and things, which is exciting to do. And so, yeah, Adam, I hope you have some luck, man, and let us know how it goes. Definitely can relate to that. So, Awesome Unboxings is in the chat. Thanks so much, man. It's great to see you, Nick. Hope you're doing well. Really appreciate you always supporting the channel. It really means a lot, man. You've been with me for a long time, so thanks so much for that. I hope you're doing great. Adam says Australia is different. We have 16 weeks of Christmas sales from September because it's 100 days till Christmas, and we have no other traditions except Christmas after Father's Day. Yeah, we're starting to get Christmas stuff here in the States ramping up. I think the way 2020 has gone, everybody's just ready to punch into Christmas mode early and then try over again next year. So, okay, just do a little sub build here, which is going to connect. If you guys, this is going to pop in up here at the top and connect there, it looks like. So, don't forget to leave a like on the stream. Help support this video and get the word out to maybe some other people. And of course, if you know any other folks interested in Lego, I would love it if you would share my channel with them. You can do that both on Instagram, share my posts on Instagram, or you can, of course, share this video wherever it would make sense. Really excited to be building the community here as always, as we are on the road to 300 subscribers. And when we get there, I'm going to do some giveaways, which I'm really excited about. We've got about maybe 50 to go, so not too many, but I'm excited to get some stuff out. We'll have some fun. Probably do it on a live stream. I haven't figured out all the details yet, but yeah, thought that would be a cool thing to do. Once we hit that milestone on the channel together. So for those of you who watch YouTube a fair amount, what are some of the favorite things you've seen done for giveaways? And do you have any ideas on you know, what might be cool to do here on the channel? Got some things floating around in my head, but curious what you guys' thoughts are. This one is not making any sense. There, I think it goes there. Yeah. More Technic building here. We are cruising, getting through bag one already pretty easily, knock on wood. And of course, Technic building is always some of the most tedious work. You got to make sure you get it right so these parts line up and everything hits the way that it's supposed to. So we're going to get this clicked in and happening, and hopefully it will set up the structure for the rest of the build for us really nicely. So pop that on there. So curious what everybody else thinks of the Rogue One Lego line. I didn't go back before the stream. I meant to go in and kind of look at what all the other sets were at that time and what came out. From that lineup. I think that's that. Good. Yeah, I know there was, as I mentioned, we have the one set that has the bunker where they arrive on Scarif. If I go over here, let's just take a quick look. We can pause for just a second from building. You can see we've got the Rogue One pulled up on brick set. We've got Krennic Shuttle at 863 pieces. This is sorted by number of pieces. So this is indeed the biggest set in the Rogue One lineup. So that's pretty cool. Very cool, in fact. Let's see, we've got the Y-Wing Starfighter and then the Rebel U-Wing. I was just looking at the starbricks.net U-wing today. If you missed my video on last Friday, be sure to go check that haul video out. I show off some unbelievable instructions that I got from Starbricks there, and I'm actively working on collecting parts as quickly as I can in these sets so that I can build that for you guys and show it off and review it and support Mirko's work. He's from a builder from Italy that I read somewhere used to build for the Lego group, and man, this stuff is amazing. But he has a like UCS U-wing that is like larger than minifig scale, and it's very, very cool. So definitely would be interested in those two sets there. And then got the TIE Striker right there. The AT-ST Walker, we have this set. The Battle on Scarif, that's the one I've been mentioning. We have this set as well. But the Assault Hover Tank, I would love to get a copy of this, and especially Chirrut. I love him. Rebel Trooper Battle Pack, pretty sure we didn't get that one. I think we may have gotten this set, however, the Imperial Trooper. I've got this minifig, but I don't think we have, well, you can see over here what I have. Don't think we have this micro scale polybag either. And you can see I've got R3M2 marked as one that I want. So yeah, kind of a, I don't know how many that is, 12 sets or something like that. So I just got this, so I need to mark it. And then, yeah, like I said, you can see we've got those. And then, yeah, it does look like we have that set at one point at least. And I love this these Scarif Stormtroopers are so cool, aren't they? They're so awesome. So, so yeah, some really neat stuff from that wave that came out a while ago now. And but this is the biggest set from that wave. So I feel like it's my favorite movie. I had to have it. And I'm really excited to get this thing on display in the studio, but I'm definitely the most excited about the minifigures. I definitely think this has opportunity for an expanded build to be kind of a more UCS version, if you will, of Krennic Shuttle. I just feel like, I mean, we'll see. I haven't built the set yet, so maybe I shouldn't speak so soon, but it does kind of feel like, whoop, kind of skipped over one little part here. There we go. Kind of feels like the size and scope of this thing could be a little larger, but who knows what they'll come out with in the future. I've got a couple of stickered pieces there. You can see right there on the side. So we got that, and gonna keep cruising here. So. Good. So I want to give a shout out to Brixie. Stumbled upon his channel a while back and have been watching a lot later, and he just hit 60,000 subscribers. You guys may or may not be familiar with him, but you should go check out his stuff. He's another fellow Lego fanatic, has a great collection, and just redid his basement, similar to which is something I went through recently as well. And just really happy for him. I know he recently made the turn to trying to do YouTube full time, so if you guys can support him, be sure to go check out his channel if you're not already. He's doing some really cool stuff over there, and 60,000, wow, that's an incredible milestone. So really happy for him. I was watching some videos of his today as I was pulling parts for my K project, K2SO build, which is coming soon. Man, I'm so pumped about that build, and even more excited to share it with you guys when I'm done. It's going to be really incredible. So, should be neat. All right, we're going to pop this into this Technic. What happened here? And I think we've got my first mistake of the day. Yes, we do. I thought that attached a little strange. Luckily, it's an easy fix. Just put these on upside down. Oh, I see. They go down there. Yeah, I had it turned over. Okay, good, good, good. All right, I think we're back in business after I get this on. This one's a little tough. Great. So if you're new to the stream, drop me a note in the comments. I'd love to know where you're from, who's watching out there. Really, again, just really appreciate you guys' support. It means a ton. And looking forward to sharing this build with everybody. All right, look at that thing. So this whole rig right here just popped right in, and we are rocking here. I also put that on backwards. Flip that around. It's a good time to just do a spot eye test. Make sure that everything is looking symmetrical as they usually need to in these Technic builds. Nothing is kind of acting up or being strange. And that looks like they want me to put this in through there to lock everything in. We've got these pins that are going in there. Let me pop you guys over so you can see a little bit better. Yeah, so we just added those pins now that we added this whole center unit, and this thing is coming together. It's exciting. Okay, that's that. Good. Yeah, so I think the most exciting part for me about getting this set was definitely the minifigures. I'm curious how everybody else feels about that. I find the more and more the minifigures end up being a huge draw for me for whether or not to pick up the set. I've wanted this Krennic minifig forever. His cape, by the way, is very cool. His blaster in this metallic silver, also cool. And I'm really thankful that the copy of this set that I got, his cape appears to be in very good condition, which is great. Because you kind of want it flowing off of his back to look correct. And so I'm really glad to pick that up. Like I said, when you start pricing out the figs in this set, you can almost buy the whole set. So I didn't, as I've alluded to, like I wasn't like in a must-have situation for this set, because I do think it could have been like a slightly bigger set. But again, we'll see. Maybe I'm going to eat those words here once I'm done. But the minifigs alone were really good, and you know, if you can buy those and get the set for free, I mean, essentially, that's kind of a no-brainer. And I think it'll only go up over time as we try to, you know, as time goes by. And there's no other Krennics. Like, that's the only place to get Krennic. So, yeah, I think, like most Lego, or really all Lego, it will hold its value, and it's not really a main concern of mine usually, but yeah, I'm glad to have picked it up at such a great price. So All right. There, that goes there. Okay. Boom. And just like that, we are on to bag 2. Now this always scares me. I've got an extra Technic arm and brick. 2 extra red things here. Now this was packed up by the seller. So it's just possible they like put these blasters in the wrong one. A couple Technic pins, that's, you know, cool. 1 grate, 2 cheese slips. So maybe these are going to get used on the next. Maybe they're going to get used on the next bag. Speaking of next bag, here we go. As always, thank you so much for hanging with me. If you haven't liked the video, I sure would appreciate your support. We're on the road to 300 subscribers, and really, oh, check this out. We got our brick separator. Thank you so much. We've got some pieces with stickers already on them. Yeah, thanks, gang. I just really appreciate you being here and hanging. Really means a lot, and I'm super excited about some of the stuff we got going, coming up soon on the channel. And hanging with you guys gives me an opportunity to do more building, which is always a good thing. My backlog, like anybody's, I've really been trying to make sure I don't have too much stuff. I won't let myself buy too much until I build it. And one of the sets I'll tell you is Diagon Alley. It's coming soon, probably Sunday. So hopefully I'll see you guys on the stream there. At least the nice thing about that is I can break it up into the houses. I'm so excited about that set. Quiviet Yarn, am I pronouncing that correctly? Quiviet says, better extra than missing. Thanks so much for joining the stream again. It's really great to have you here. Yes, always better to have more parts than less. When they're big parts like this, I'm always afraid like they should be in there. So I never know if that's the right thing or not. But I had a couple of those actually at the end of the Death Star. I looked and was like, these should not be extra parts. And those old sets, it's really hard to tell the difference between the dark gray and black pieces. So I'm excited to, once I went back and re-looked at it through that lens, it was kind of obvious. Oh, these should have been, I just used the wrong color in a couple of spots. So I made a couple quick swaps. Kiviut. Is that better? Thank you so much. Kiviut. Hopefully I said that right. Thanks for joining the stream. It's nice to see some familiar faces hanging with me again on here. And I'd love to know what kind of stuff you guys would like to see on these streams or just in future videos on the channel. Definitely please leave me comments about some content that you would be particularly excited about, or things that you would love to see me bring onto the live streams. Perfect. Okay, thanks. Of course, anybody on camera is a little worried about mispronouncing someone's name, so appreciate the help with that. Hopefully I'll be able to remember that. Like I said, I really appreciate you being back on the stream. I remember seeing you here the other day. Looking for a double cheese 30-degree angle slope. I just had it in my hand and I set it down because I thought it was the wrong color, and now I can't find it. Maybe it's this one. Yes, it is. Or it has the sticker on. That's why. Always a little tricky. So Kiviut says, any chance for a Star Wars and Harry Potter crossover custom build? Whoa, like that idea. I feel like wizards and force users are compatible. I feel like you may have a point there. So you can see right, let's see, let me see if I can get it. Yeah, right there. I've got my Harry Potter minifigure collection. And I actually have the full CMF Harry Potter wave um, of figs that I thought I'd do a review video for you guys to check out. I'm super excited. I can tell you that having seen all of those figures in one place up on the wall, those CMF figs are by far the most detailed. Like when you put the CMF figs compared to the normal figs across years of figures, there's no question that the blind bag figures are way more detailed. Um, so, I'm with that in mind. I'm really excited to open the series 2. I have them. I should have them all. They're all still sealed, and I'm going to be opening those soon. And I'm excited to share them and then get them up on the wall. So that should be cool. But yeah, let's see. Mocks that could involve Star Wars and Harry Potter. You're thinking like a Dumbledore Palpatine showdown? Something like that? Can you imagine? With like the lightning from Palpatine. That could be pretty cool. And the lightning from Dumbledore. Maybe with an assist from Voldemort. You know, because Dumbledore's the man. Let's see here. Yeah, that could be cool. What else would be cool? Harry Potter Star Wars crossover. There's not. I was thinking about Quidditch for a minute. There's really no like sports in Star Wars that I can recall, at least. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. Force users and wizards. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a little thought there. I think that would be pretty fun. Let me show you guys what we got here. We just built these little like kind of control panel stations. You can see the stickers are applied there. So we just installed this kind of like right angle in both sides, as well as some detailing here with the gray. So I'm trying to leave this where you guys can see it. There we go. Kiviut says maybe the dragon from the 4th book or movie Triwizard Tournament event versus X-Wings. I like that. I like that a lot. Do some trench runs with the horntail going through. That could be pretty cool, I think, actually. I'm sure you'd upset a couple purists, but yeah, that could be a lot of fun for sure. Especially with the way the wizards can sort of, I forget what they call it when they like disappear and then, you know, appear somewhere else. They travel through space. And the way that in Star Wars we see that manifest in hyperdrive. So that might be an interesting thing to consider as well. Now that I think about it, any Force users would find it pretty easy to disarm wizards of their wands. Yeah. Yeah, I think you're right. Just do a big force push and they're down for the count, probably. We just did a rewatch of the entire Harry Potter movie sequence and apparate and disapparate. Yeah, that's right. I remember now. Thank you for that. I feel like there's not a lot of people out there that I've found. I'm sure somebody's out there doing more Harry Potter Lego content, and that's definitely something I would like to do on the channel more in the future. I feel like there's a lot of opportunities to just like cover it and talk about it, and some really cool options. So check this out that we just did. I just built this little 4x6 plate with some grills here, and then it's just on a hinge thing, and this looks like it's going to be the ramp for Shuttle. So I'm guessing this is kind of the cockpit area, and this is going to build up and then out and then up. I'm guessing all this Technic is, of course, where the wings are going to go. So you guys can get kind of a head-on view there. This is the ramp, and sorry, my hand's in the way, but this is movable, which is cool, really cool. I need one more grill piece on there. There we go. All right. Now we're going to get into some snot building, it looks like, with brackets, which is cool. Yeah, I feel like there's a lot of opportunity for like large scale. I just haven't seen, like, one of my favorite mocks I've ever seen online is of Diagon Alley. This woman did this incredible Diagon Alley build with full interiors and like hidden compartments and stuff. It's on Beyond the Brick's channel. And it's a couple of years old now. It's been out for a while. And of course the new set just came out, but I mean, it was awesome. But I'm just thinking of all the different scenes. I was thinking of really large scale Ministry of Magic mock, like from that battle, would be so amazing and a really cool thing to do. The only problem is it's all like the shiny black in there, and I was looking at like sourcing. I was just thinking through like how you would source the parts, and it wasn't clear to me what colors you would use to make it look real or look the way it looks in the movies. And but I've definitely given that some thought in the past, because I feel like there's a lot of opportunity there. Or even like I've never stumbled across a mock of where Harry and Ron and Hermione are kind of hiding in the woods. You know, just kind of some of those like not classic scenes, but you know, it's a big part of the movie, and just like a little small mock of that. Like, I'm a little surprised that some of that stuff hasn't come up more frequently. And it's not like I've seen everything on the internet, so I'm sure somebody has done many of these things in some capacity, but all right, hopefully I'm doing this right. There's a lot of plates stacked up here. But this bracket is not wanting to stick. So give me just a second here to check. Oh, that's why. Need one more. Yeah, Kiviu says there's so much material from Harry Potter to be mined outside of official sets. Yeah, I agree. I just think there's a lot that we haven't really dug into in the hobby, and could be really, really cool to have. And especially if we could continue to get figures. I was also surprised as I rewatched the movies how many like figures. I thought to myself, we don't have. This is the wrong color gray. Hang on one second. I'm going to grab a light bluish gray tile from plate, please. Yeah, there we go. There was a lot of figures that I thought to myself, we just don't have this figure, to my knowledge, anywhere in minifigure form, or if we do, it's like really old. So yeah, I think there's a ton of potential. Is there a Department of Mysteries set? Could be pretty incredible and challenging to mock up the fight there from the 5th book. Yeah, that could be awesome. I mean, there's just, I don't know of a set for that, and yeah, I just feel like I'm a little surprised actually that some of the stuff hasn't been done, or even like the Burrow, which just got a new set. I'm a little surprised that I haven't stumbled across more mocks that kind of build that scene out, or like the maze with the trees in the Tri-Wizard tournament. That could have some really cool stuff as well. And a little surprised that somebody hasn't tackled that. But as I said, I haven't seen the entire internet either. Could be just that I haven't stumbled across some of these things. So, but I have to say, buying a used set and having the stickers put on for you already is not so bad. Not so bad at all. So I've got this. Let me show you guys this here. So now we've got this big control panel 2x4 tile, and this here, and then these sort of light stickers on both sides, as well as these in the back that I did earlier. So this is coming along well, and we are making good headway. We're about, I think, about 25 to 30% of the way through the build as well, which is exciting. So, all right, let's see here. Need 2 of those. Gotta flip this. Some of this Technic stuff gets really tricky trying to figure out where it goes. I need another one of those. Give me 1 second here. With really digging this build. It's coming together nicely, and my hunch is we're going to get this all done, and then the back half is going to be a ton of plating on the outside, which should be really cool. So this bag is shoring up quickly. Okay, not sure what that pin does there, but put these in as it says. Got that done, and then I'll put in a black in there and pop that up. That'll be held in with that. All right. Yeah, once again, thank you so much to everybody who's hanging tonight on the stream. Appreciate you supporting the channel and coming out to check out this build as always. Got some exciting new things in the works over the next couple of weeks, and I'm excited to get all of this. Whoops, not done with that. Looks like we're building the landing gear mechanism at the moment. You can see these that I just put on there. Hopefully that's shown up clearly for you. So let's see. Yeah, that's that. Okay, this is this, and then this goes on a big, looks like that goes on a long black 1 by 10 or 12 plate, which, oh, there it is. Good. Which I did not see because it was laying right next to another one. It looked like a 2 by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Look at these skis. These things are substantial. It's pretty cool. Not like the little minifigure skis. Kiviet says, I came in late. Is this the shuttle from the beginning of Rogue One? Yes, you nailed it. That's it. This is Director Krennic's shuttle. Here's Krennic and the Death Troopers right here. And this is the shuttle that lands to go find Galen Erso and take him back into fix the fact that the Death Star's progress has slowed down. So, not sure if you were on the stream when we did this, but we went over onto Brickset for a minute and noticed that from the Rogue One wave, it's the biggest. It's actually the biggest set that came out in the Rogue One wave, which is kind of cool. And we were also chatting a little bit about how its minifigures are almost basically the same cost as the set, especially the Krennic, the K2SO, and the 2 Death Troopers. When you put those all together, you're getting into the cost of a used copy of the set. So I picked this up for about $100, and half of the bags have never even been opened. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, so I'm going to be getting this put together and getting it displayed in my studio, and then also using the minifigures for a number of different projects. So excited about that. All right, we're going to attach this landing gear here. It looks like this is going to go on like so. This moves, which is cool. And then I got to get that right there. Wow, so slick. Then we got the other one here, which should just be the inverse. Like they planned it this way. Just slides up and slides down. It moves, and because it's on this connection here, they move at the same time. Wow, very cool. Very, very cool. And then, yeah, that is. So you can see the landing gear is now in place, and then there's the entrance and exit ramp. So, yeah, very cool. We are making great headway on this thing. And almost to bag 3. I got to do one more build here. So it's pretty exciting. Yeah, I agree. I always see things like this and think to myself, like, man, it's so logical the way it all works, but I wish I mean, to be fair, I've never sat down and actually tried it myself, but yeah, I wish I could like the way the pins are exactly where they need to go. That just blows my mind sometimes. Like, I feel like I would be, you know, one stud off or something if I tried it on my own. But I do want to learn, because if you do, I mean, some of my favorite mocks out in the Lego universe have incredible Technic interiors, and they are so rad. So yeah, I really would like to like study it somehow to make it really sharp. And so, all right. check this out, y'all. Pop this on here, and we are done with bag 2. Boom. That looks like that's probably going to be Krennic's command center there with this cool little back to the chair that I just built. And we are rolling. And I got more extra parts. You can see here, I've got an extra ski sled. Interesting. I ended up, the seller sent me this like old school gray 1x4. Either that or it's just like badly. But this makes me nervous. Like 2x4 dark gray plates. Yeah, I just feel like that shouldn't have happened. So I'm going to go quickly back through and look to make sure I didn't miss. Oh, I got those. Otherwise that wouldn't have attached. The way I usually do this, if it happens, is I just look at the parts on the top and then see if there's somewhere where these are included in the parts list. But again, this was packed by the seller. Yeah, I everywhere I've had these, they were put in. So yeah, hope they're not load-bearing plates. Yeah, I agree. But I have to count on the fact that the seller rebagged bags 1 through 4, and then 5 through 7 are not even open. I opened them before the stream because it's super loud and my kids are sleeping. But so yeah, so we'll get into bag 3 here and set these parts aside. And again, they're always right here if we need them. It could just have been that they put some in bag 3 or 4 in bag 2 or whatever. But I haven't had to go get any parts. So Lego Boy 88, what's up, man? Thanks so much for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. He asks, did you get a good deal on this set? So yeah, appreciate you jumping in. I was just saying how hang on one second, how need a water break. Hang on, I'm between bags. Okay, I was just saying that I've got a couple mocks and I needed Krennic and K2SO. If you guys didn't see the video on my channel from Friday, I got this starbricks.net. Let me pull you guys over here for a second. Starbricks.net K project that I'm working on, and the instructions are here. And to finish the build, I need the K2SO minifig, which, as I recall, only comes in this set. I also have a mock that I'm working on that needs Krennic and 2 mocks that need Death Troopers. So when you add all that up, you quickly get into the ballpark of $100. And you know, and I got this set. The cheapest I found it new on Bricklink was like $170 and up, and I was able to get it complete for $99, which was like, I was very, very excited about that. I mean, I basically would have paid that for all of the minifigures anyway. So so yeah, that's a little bit of the backstory that I've shared tonight on the stream. We just did 3 nights over the last week and a half on the Death Star, the diorama one, the original version of that, set 10188. So I got that built, and this is the biggest Rogue One set, and it has felt like such a breather tonight to just like have this pile of parts in front of me. So that's been really cool. So Lego Boy 88 says, I'm listening to you while I clean my table. Awesome, man. I'm glad I can be of service to all of us getting our parts dealt with, because I know sorting never ends, and I've recently made some headway in that department in my studio. This setup I'm actually using today is fairly new. I've got a laptop and an external monitor and an overhead rig for 4K cameras soon for these streams. So keep an eye on the channel. There's some very exciting things coming soon for streams and videos, which will be great. But yeah, super happy that you're able to hang while you also get some work done. So, all right, looks like we're going to do some Technic stuff here now to get the wing going up one side. So Lego Boy 88 says that looks sick. I'm assuming you're talking about those instructions. I wish this sounds crazy, but I wish you could smell how good they smell. They're like custom printed color. I mean, nicer or than like UCS creator expert ideas set manuals. Like they're truly incredible, and I'm so excited. I spent a good chunk of my morning pulling parts for that build, and I'm gonna have it here featured on the channel as soon as I can get the parts in, and we're gonna build it together so you guys can check it out on a stream, maybe on a weekend in December or something like that, where we can all just hang and clean our tables like you said, and do some building together. I might even try to get some people on live, not just in the chat. So yeah, lots of potential there. But first I got to get all the parts, and it's a real tricky thing to know what the cheapest way to get the parts is. There's a number of options, of course, but so I've been doing math and spreadsheets to like figure out how to order 3,000-4,000 parts. Do you order them all from the same seller? Is it cheaper to order a part, especially when you need a lot of them, and just get the best price of that part and be done? And then you got to deal with shipping and like how much does that add? It's like kind of a nightmare. Bricklink has a feature where they'll just like part it out and order it for you, but that feature I've found isn't always like the cheapest feature. They do their best, but I think you got to kind of use your own logic as well to just make sure that you're not spending more than you need to, because it adds up super fast. So so yeah, if you guys are just joining the stream, first of all, thank you for being here. It really means a lot to me. We are on the road to 300 subscribers, so it would mean a ton if you would consider subscribing, and while you're there, hit that notification bell so that you guys get the alerts about when I'm going live and can participate in the streams, etc. Going to do some giveaways when we get to 300 subscribers, and I really appreciate you guys being here. Hopefully we'll get there by the holidays, and we can do some fun stuff with those giveaways, which would be really cool. Let's see here. All right, got that, and then just putting in a bunch of Technic pins at the moment. Lego Boy says, my cousins got that shuttle a couple of years ago. Now it's smashed and broken completely. Yeah, I've been there. I got into Lego by rebuilding my son's sets and also kind of sorting them. And now he was on the last stream for a little while. Now he and I try to build things together. He's got school tomorrow, so he had to go to bed, but he was excited to see this tomorrow. So yeah, it's definitely a cool set for sure. And it's the biggest Rogue One set we learned together tonight as we were looking on Brickset. So pretty excited about that, and that since it's my favorite Rogue One movie, it just feels like a set that I need in my collection for sure. So, but yeah, we just got done building the interior, and there are some amazing technical functions in there for the landing gear, and also the drop down entrance bridge. Feels like those are called something else. I can't think of the name of them at the moment. What's the ramp called on a Star Wars shuttle? So, all right, what do we got going here? Two of these plates. Oh, Lego Boy says he's on the road to 300 as well. First of all, thanks for the subscription. Hope you enjoy the content. Of course, that's what it's about. Tons of videos to go back through and check out if and when you're interested. I started with Funko Pops and then way back when. So you'll see the channel used to be called The Pop Professor. And changed it over to focus more on Lego a while ago. And but yeah, if you guys have a minute, go check out Lego Boy 88's channel and see if you can support him as he tries to grow his channel as well. It's a labor of love for sure, and I'll be sure to check it out, man. Thanks for sharing. So let's see here. We've got just want to make sure I put this on in the right spot. I don't see a peg coming out where I'm expecting it to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Aha! I missed one, that's why. All right, now we can put that on. Okay, so we're making really good headway here. Already well into bag 3 of 7. We built Krennic. We built two Death Troopers. As I said, those are my favorite troopers or my favorite figure in all of Star Wars. Oh, I love them so much. They're so cool. I gotta say, I was really excited about the Sith Troopers. They look so cool in the red. And then Rise of Skywalker, they just didn't really do much. And I was pretty disappointed, honestly, by that. We didn't really get much action out of them, which was just kind of a bummer. I realized that after the first time through and went back and rewatched the movie again at the theater. But yeah, Death Troopers have always been my favorite troopers for sure. So anybody in the chat watching The Mandalorian Season 2? I mentioned this the other night, but a couple people hadn't yet seen it, so we didn't want to talk spoilers. So now's your chance. Speak up if you're watching it, and also speak up if you don't want any spoilers, and we can hold off. Lego Boy says, I agree, the Sith Troopers didn't get what they deserved. Yeah. There's so much hype about them. The whole, in the Lego community, of course, there was the SDCC exclusive helmet and they just did not get a lot of activity in that movie, which was kind of a drag. So did the Knights of Ren, though, for that matter. So I'm not a huge movie critic, and usually I just enjoy it and don't really get wrapped up in kind of the whole dialogue about things like this. And but yeah, I was actually a little disappointed in that, which is saying a lot because, like I said, usually I'm kind of just take it at face value and enjoy it, and then kind of move on with things. So. Kiviot says, Last Jedi, as flawed as it may have been in some ways, at least tried to do some new things, in my opinion. Rise of Skywalker felt phoned in comparatively. Boy, I couldn't agree more. Now, I loved Last Jedi. However, I did not grow up watching Star Wars, so a lot of people have been with this for decades. I've not. The original trilogy doesn't hold a place in my heart the way it does a lot of other people. That doesn't. I mean, I just watched Episode 6 tonight with my son, at least a good chunk of it. But I don't have those movies like memorized the way a lot of people do. And so I've come to Star Wars through being a dad, and therefore the sequel trilogies, especially, have been, you know, kind of where I jumped in a lot of ways. I mean, I had seen the original trilogy, but it had been a long time, and it's not like I had watched it over and over and over again. So, so with that in mind, yeah, I absolutely loved Episode 8 in the theater. It was such a huge movie, and when we got to Crate and Luke looked out at those ATM-6 gorilla walkers and the one takes a step forward, I was positive that the movie was over. We had just had that amazing scene where like Kylo and Rey sort of teamed up for a minute, and I was like jumping out of my seat when that happened. I was really excited about it, and then sorry, I have to figure out. Oh wow, that's pretty cool connection. And then I just really thought the movie was over. I felt like as a human, I had been on the ride and it was really exciting. And then I thought we were done. So when it went on for like another 30 minutes and there was that huge battle with Kylo, I just viscerally was just like thoroughly enjoying it in the movie theater the day I saw it the first time. So that's kind of, I guess, where I'm coming from with that. I know a lot of people don't really like it, but I definitely felt like Episode 9, as I said, I'm not much of a movie critic, and there was a lot of just like, as you put it, phoned in. It did feel that way a little bit. Still a Star Wars movie, still super exciting, still bought the DVD, you know, and stuff, but yeah, there was some stuff in there that felt a little like we were just ticking boxes the whole time, and there wasn't a lot of freshness to it, which is really kind of too bad, I guess. So, so let's see here. Looks like you guys have seen season 2 Mando. That's awesome. Yeah, I agree. Knights of Ren were robbed. I don't have any of those minifigures, which is killing me. And the Night Buzzard just went on sale, and that has 2 of them, and I would really like to get them. So I've been thinking about picking that up, and at least I'd be able to pick up a couple of those that way. But yeah, the Knights of Ren just really didn't get much activity. My favorite thing about episode 9 was definitely Zori Bliss. No bias, of course. If you check the channel name, I kept joking with people that we were related. So that was really cool to get a character in Star Wars that carries the same name. I was like super excited about that. And I thought she was a very cool character that was kind of original and did. I wish we had kind of more of that, frankly, in the movie. Building some weird stuff here with these like 1x1 bricks and plates that then connect onto this like giant Technic wing thing. It's quite strange. So I'm just trying to make sure that I'm getting this right. So, okay, gotta try to keep up with the chat here. Lego Boy says episode 7 and 9 were best Star Wars movies. Episode 7 was the first I saw in the theater, and it's super nostalgic. Boy, I can totally relate to that. I loved episode 7. And I'm glad to hear that you enjoyed episode 9 so much. That's great. I mean, like I said, I went back and saw it a second time, and I went with my family, and I mean, we were like ridiculously excited about it. So, yeah, there was definitely stuff in there that I enjoyed. I just the story line and the plot just felt more like a reunion tour, and therefore maybe they weren't able to move through as much content, but that's fine. Yeah, still awesome. And I'll say this too: when I bought it on DVD and watched it at home, I caught more stuff and enjoyed it more on rewatches. So that's cool. I thought that was a pleasant reaction to have. Lego Boy did not care for episode 8. Yeah, you're not alone. I know a lot of people that don't like it. I don't really understand why. I think people don't like how Luke was treated. And again, I'm just not one of these people who like lived with Luke Skywalker for 30 years. So I think maybe I have a slightly different take or background, I guess, with it. So let's see. Agreed, was similarly and pleasantly surprised that it kept going 30 minutes longer than I expected. I wish Rey and Kyle had teamed up and left it on that cliffhanger. Yeah, I was having a hard time not jumping out of my seat when that happened. My wife is always the one who will like see it coming, and I just don't think that way when I watch movies. I'm just in the moment, and I'm not thinking logically about what may or may not be happening. So when they teamed up for that moment, I was just like, plus like that whole battle with the Praetorian Guards was just awesome. So buy the Kylo Shuttle. It's only $110 on sale, I think, and it's an 11 out of 10 set. It comes with the 2 best Knights of Ren, in my opinion. Okay, thanks for the tip. That one's definitely been on my radar, and I'd love to get it picked up. So I will definitely check that out. Give it a closer look. As I said, I would love to get those figures. So. And I haven't looked closely at, I haven't looked closely at which ones come in which sets. So I'll definitely have to check that out. Okay. Wrong one. There we go. Installing this Technic-arm. Look at this wing we've got here going. It's pretty cool. Let me switch you guys over here. All right. Pop this in. Then we got to put a pin. We just keep layering. This is just going on like one brick. I'm building these like crazy plates with bricks up, and then Technic arms, and it's just getting wider and angled. It's almost like a snot technique that's happening, which is pretty interesting. So hopefully you guys can see this. Okay, I'll lay it here so you can kind of take a look at it if you want to. Adam says, back now. Nice, from Australia. Adam, we're chatting about the sequel trilogy a little bit. Did you find any deals at the store? We're also talking about the road to 300 subscribers and what I maybe should do for giveaways or contests or whatever. So if you have thoughts on that, leave it in the chat. Appreciate you being with us, man. We are rounding out the corner here on bag 3. And as you can see, we got this awesome Technic structure here going. We built the landing gear down below and this ramp that moves. And now I'm working on one of the wings, and then I'm guessing that the next bag is going to be basically all of this again. Yeah, we'll see when we get there, though. One of those. So, might be a good time to mention that I'm also on Instagram. So if you guys are over there, you can find me at Bliss Brick Studios. I try to post most days, especially if I'm out and about looking, finding deals. I shared the other morning when the SDCC Black Widow set hit Lego.com. And I know a couple people were able to grab that. I grabbed a copy. It's on the way, and so maybe we'll build that together here on the channel when it shows up. Did anybody else order that set? The Marvel Black Widow set? The SDCC San Diego Comic-Con exclusive. So let's just go with one pin. Come on. There we go. Just snap that in. Lego Boy 88 says, when you were talking about the ATM6, it reminded me I'm supposed to be selling mine to buy the 2020 AT-AT. Oh, cool. Yeah, the like $160 AT-AT, I think it is, that just came out. I don't have that one. I actually don't have any AT-ATs yet in my collection, but definitely looking to add some down the road. That's awesome. And then he also says, I scored the Boba Fett bust for $13 at Walmart. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. So you must be in the US, Lego Boy? That's an awesome price. I bought those the day they came out and then built them on the channel. I've got some pretty in-depth reviews, actually. So if you're going to put that set together, you might be interested in checking that video out. It's back on my channel a little ways. You'll be able to find it. Boy, I would buy any of those and just part them out almost if I could find another copy. You get a ton of small, useful parts in those sets, which is cool. All right, that's this. It's going to go on there. And looks like we're going to put more stuff in to secure it. So really interesting, like Technic snot technique build here. Really, really cool how they're. This thing is solid. I think a boy says it was hidden in the girls' toys on a top shelf when he found it shopping for his cousins. That's awesome. In New York. Awesome. Cool, man. Well, again, welcome to the channel. Thanks so much for your support. That's amazing. All right, so check this out. Remove this. So I've built this whole thing in like Technic snot, like row or columns. And now we've got all these studs here, and this track piece is going to just snap right on here. So slick. God, it just is amazing how that just works out, and then like boom, that's there and just ready to go. Like it's no big deal. And then we're going to put this hinge piece on at the top, which you can see it's not quite even there, and then we're going to pop this on and boom, it's like completely perfect. It's got an attachment there on that hinge, this really nice angle going down here. Yeah, dope, really cool. So we're going to tile this bad boy up. Do that, and then This long pin here is going to go through this crazy handle thing. We're going to put that right there, and then this thing is going on any moment here onto our ship. That's pretty exciting. Oh, this is the the fin. I think it's not the wing. I think it's actually the center fin that goes up vertically. All right, let's check this out. So, okay, gang. So let me get this where you can see it here. This thing is going to go. Here's the front, and this thing is going to go right here. And actually, as I'm holding it, the light's going through those red, and it looks like they're on. It's so rad. And these two holes here on the side there, you can see them, one here and one on the other side, are just going to pop in to these pins. And magically, if I didn't screw this up, which I may have done. I may have messed this up. So some of you may know that I'm a teacher by day, and I've infected my students with my love of Lego, and it looks like a couple of them have hopped into the chat. Ike, what's up, man? I miss you, buddy. All right. He says, from your favorite former student and his roommates, we love Legos. The drumming live stream will be coming at another time, pal. Thanks for hanging out. All right, there it is. Boom. Very cool. So the question is whether or not to keep going. I think I'm going to call it a night here. I think I'm going to call it a night because it's getting pretty late here. It's going on 11. And I think we can do the rest of this in one more stream. We're on bag 4 out of 7. I'm guessing bag 4, as you guys can see over here, is going to be this wing. Bag 5 is probably going to be the other wing. So I think what I might do is, like, throughout this week, I might build the first wing. And that way when I come back, we can build the second wing together and we don't have to sit through building it twice. So if I do that by myself, then we can build the wing and then bag 6 and 7 together on a second stream later this week. Leave me a comment in the chat real quick and let me know what you think of that plan. If we schedule another stream, may not be till even Sunday night. That's when I usually do my streams, but we can wrap this thing up this week. It would be awesome. I have thoroughly enjoyed building this. This is amazing. And after doing the Death Star, which was, like, frankly a little overwhelming, this has been a lot of fun to do. So Ike says he's living the dream one nightmare at a time. Yep. As I said earlier in the stream tonight, I think a lot of people are just putting up their Christmas decorations now, hoping that the year will end and we can just do a restart. So yeah, it looks like you got an audience out there, man. So that's awesome. So Lego Boy says he's going to go film a shorts video on his new Lego table setup. I'm glad to hear that you got your space cleaned up, man, while we've been hanging. That's awesome. And glad to hear, you know, that you were able to get some stuff done while we've been building this thing. So okay, gang, so thanks as always for hanging out. I appreciate it so much. It's been nice to chat with you guys. We got Krennic, we got a couple Death Troopers here, very cool. We've got this amazing Technic build going on the largest set that came out of the Rogue One wave, and we're going to call it a night here. It's going on 10:45 Eastern time here in the States. Thanks, as always, to Adam for joining me over in Australia, and Nick, who is always in the chat. Really appreciate you being here. And it's great to have all of you guys that have been chatting tonight. Keep your eye on the channel, and of course, remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll know when those streams are going to come up. And really appreciate the community, everybody. So that's going to do it for tonight. We're going to sign off, and we'll wrap this thing up again later this week. I'll get that wing built so we only have to do it once. And I'm so excited to see where this build goes. So thanks, everybody. Hope you have a great night. Stay healthy and creative, and I will see you soon. Take care.